for one special, baby. Happy 420, you know what I'm talking about? Let's get it. This is the scientist room. And the doctor. I done got a little bit to hang with this gang, though. Yeah, he way around the, Let's go, GT. Woo, back at it again, yes sir.
Another night.
2-in-1 special.
The
Let's
flu
get
took my
it.
dear wife, Emily. I
Back
take
on,
comfort
man.
knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands
Sansa,
here.
we back on.
We'll be up again soon enough.
Let's get it.
Now do me a kindness and get
This
some
disease is
sleep. I'll be
taking a
back
toll
round
of this
later.
land.
Your words are kind.
And I gotta
the
save
blessings
you.
of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see
She
you
was like a
again.
cute vampire.
You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to
Dr.
introduce
Swansea.
myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury.
Lady
I remember
Ashbury.
you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
I was about to say, they say, we got big casino up in the door. Appreciate you coming through, letting the world know.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Oh, shit has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion.
Oh, Lord,
I've made
there
a
it
first
goes.
payment,
She's
but
a
the
victim
blackmailer grows greedy.
to extortion.
I must refuse his most recent demands.
Lady, we need to go somewhere else where we can put these legs up
Please
in the air.
continue. Every detail
After
is
this
essential.
after this
I'm your
dust settle.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list
There's
of
the new
dates.
seed of darkness.
My visits
She
coinciding
will
with the
become
dates
my
of
beloved.
suspicious patient deaths due to
One
massive
taste
blood loss.
of my blow.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your
Oh, she
discretion,
put that bird on.
but
My
I do
life is
fear
in
your
your
powers
hands.
of persuasion will be put
Simply
to the
D
test.
back in the door.
When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé.
You know we
I'll
back
answer
at it again,
all
Simply
questions
D.
in regards of your
Back at it again.
condition.
This time as Vampyr. As a vampire. see the soul of my beloved. But once you kill them, they can never come back. So with that said, I must create a serum. Oh, cut those. I was missing something. I'm doing alright, bro. How about yourself? How would you handle an embarrassing moment? Simply deep, you start to sound like a robot, fool. I'm gonna smoke your ass. Okay, to prove yourself not a robot, what the day is. This game any good? So far so good. Took me a while to get used to the controls. If you like RPGs, this is one of them. And so far playing London during the time when the Spanish flu was happening. Today is Monday. Lots of love. Alright. It's alright. I have to make sure you ain't no robot, cause you stand like a robot. That's all. You sound like a robot. Alright. And I finally know how to use a gun now. I figured out how to use the gun. I figured out how to change weapons. So I gotta tell my homeboy Reed. Reed, I figured it out. What is this? Shit, you need 1,000 to get that bad boy. Like a powerful ass move. Same thing, 1,000. You don't have to answer that. Is it? If you don't want to, bro, I respect that. That's all good, man. I just thought you was a robot. That's all. But you prove to be much more human than I expected. Okay, now my bikes can really tear their ass up. Okay. Oh, wait. As his strength grows, we grow. But Big Casino, so far so good, man. This game starts out slow, but once it get rolling, it's rolling. Yes, my brethren, please give me an example of your delighted, embarrassing moment of the universe of living. Feed us your mind. Normally they have a Y on their head.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be. There again. Time has lost.
So you can easily
Effect on me. But the suffering continues.
potency.
Daily routine.
Says 12 meters. Oh, there it is.
Nurses, bred with no respect.
I knew there was somewhere.
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long
Where's
I've been
the
a
rest of
patient
them?
here. You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat
We
with
in some
you know what
secluded
goes on
area.
here better
Okay.
than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail?
Is this lucky
Wait.
lady, what is she?
You're
Police?
investigating
Is she a
something.
regular lady? Is she a
Isn't this
citizen of this
social
country?
crime?
Is she a foreigner?
Incompetent cunt slit a poor sod's vein.
Yeah, it happened in the office. Well, damn. Even the elevator gotta be shut down. We got my Ninja Tim S coming through. Happy 420. You already know what it is. What's going down with your baby, my baby?
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
I
Debauchery,
mean,
then?
you and a regular
Nurses,
hot
Crane,
lady.
Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in
So-
such a manner here.
What I supposed to do with this
This is
lady?
your business, Doctor. Not
Is she the
mine.
one? Is she what?
Well, one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones.
'Cause
You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
something supposed to happen? Because if I don't know this lucky lady, and now all of a sudden the action just randomly happened, I don't know. Stuff like that don't happen in real life unless it's the R word. And we definitely not doing the R word over here. So what could happen in this office or elevator? What could happen? Oh, he said more. The two of you are alone. The two of you are alone, and there's our ass getting it on. I don't know. That doesn't happen like that in real life. Unless you some celebrity that some groupie has been chasing you down. But there's a guy who punched in the clock.
The patients and staff might know something.
Dingaling James.
I'll start my investigation with
I
them.
can tell you, NASA is involved in my life. They still try to understand how did they satellite picked up the weapon of mass destruction as he was peeing outside. Thanks for answering my question, GT. I didn't even answer it. I hopped around it trying to see what's going on.
Someone's poached my blanket. Oh, the cold will be my death.
I don't know. If I knew the lady, we've been talking to each other, you know what I'm saying, for a while. We got chemistry. Yeah, legs should go up in the air.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
There she is right there.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves life.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess.
This is
You
like some
spoke with that
Batman
old shrew,
detective shit
Harriet
right here.
Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Damn, still unlocked.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that cabinet.
I wonder how you drain their blood. Cause one of them, somebody's shit is high and potent. Yeah, so I'm like, what?
This dead flesh.
I have to go downstairs.
Please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
Where's the downstairs at? Cause it's pointing down.
Oh, sweet girl.
Kid 617 in the hands. Hey man, I'm trying to figure out how to put guns in my hands. Aim high, aim high, aim high, aim high, aim high. It's pointing down. Thought I was tripping at first. Know how to find another nurse.
Liars and thieves, every last one of them.
My blood and soul. They belong to you.
Can't wait to drain their blood. I know it sounds cruel.
How long must I wait, damn it? Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month? A year? You have the right to disapprove.
I met him in New York.
If only there were more of us. Less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count on him. I wish I could say this.
So some people here I haven't talked to yet, I don't know nothing about.
We may lack the resources, but we have some of the most...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Yeah, he got some hate in his blood.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
A simple glass. A simple gland.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Yep, I'm sucking his blood.
As for me,
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail in this hospital?
No.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
I mean, I'm going to play this behind the scenes because this is my kind of shit.
What do you think of your
This kind
reception
of
here?
boring.
Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in
Much
particular
love and
that's
respect to
bothering you?
everybody.
Some
in
of the
Matrix,
staff were not
baby.
especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Let's see, man. I'm going to end it in 30 minutes and go and make it even.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins,
the power
seems to
of
have quite a
persuasion.
dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
That's something I want from
Doctor.
She's not the one I'm supposed to be talking to, but it's good to talk to her. Shit, I'm finna go flip that, cuz. His eyes looked over. Damn, that shit high. That's the strength I need, though. Her blood quality is potent. Who do I want to sample? I never put no mind trick on him. I think that's the doctor was hating on me.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I got the formula ready. I had to figure out how to switch my guns. Take a bite out of crime out of him. I'm on a level 9. Shit, I can go take care of them boys. The ones gave me a hard time. Supposed to shut it down in 30 minutes. But I have to do this. I think he's strong enough. Rematch. Shit. I fucked up. See, this is how you do it. I'm busting at these cowards. Gotta load my gun. Look, that new sword slicing his ass.
Fucking beast!
He got a vest on. Damn.
Die, leech!
Damn. Next time, let's go get that knife. I had his ass too. Bitch. Come over this damn load. Thank you. That's fucked up. That's not gonna cut it.
Look at it! Face fire! Yo! Get back in the ring!
Dang, he got me. Damn, that was a good move. Damn. You sure was booking with it. Hit his ass. Ooh, he's gonna take my life from me. Boy, he was gonna take my life from me.
Over there! There's one of them burning!
Can I open this up? Yes, sir. fucked up. I gotta fight these dudes. Yeah, I fucked up. He got me. Sons of bitches of sons. I'm getting extra sleepy. So, this completes today's mission, the 2-1 special. Happy 420. And thank you for tuning in. As always, I am your commentator, Golden Thread, and make sure you come through for the blast report of Tiger King. I finished the whole series, and oh my God. America's beautiful, isn't it? And I'll see you next time. Woo! And if you ever run out of toilet tissue, remember, there's always leather, because it sounds disgusting. Brought to you by What the Fuck?